Murder, robbery, lies, and betrayal. The California Gold Rush has it all. The story of the gold rush begins in 1846, when the Mexican-American War started, while James K. Polk was president. During the war, America took control of California for battle purposes and kept it. The Americans eventually won the war and signed the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, gaining control of California. This is the story of the California Gold Rush in plain English by Andrea, Erin, and Paige. The gold rush was one of the most significant events in California history. It brought people from all over the United States and the world in search for gold. Rumors of gold in California had existed for years before the gold rush, but it wasn't until gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill that the gold rush began. On January 4th, 1848, James Marshall found a small piece of metal that looked like gold. Marshall brought the metal piece to Sutter and they had it tested. When the test came back, it was confirmed that it was gold. Sutter wanted to keep the gold a secret, but word got out. By late 1848, word had spread across the country. The discovery of gold in California became national news. The California Gold Rush was the largest migration of people to California, and started California on the road to what it is today. By 1849, the gold rush was on. People from all over the United States and the world were rushing to California. Many of the people that arrived expecting to find the rivers overflowed with gold found the riverbanks already crowded with miners. Most arriving in California thought the gold was just lying on the ground, waiting to be picked up. They were not ready for the hard work that was required in mining for gold. As time went on, all the easy gold was found. Although some made it rich, most others were lucky to make enough to eat. Thousands of miners died on the journey or in the diggings. Many died from disease or from accidents such as drowning in rivers. Many of the gold seekers arrived from countries other than the United States. During the early days, everyone expected to become rich. No one was bothered by others finding gold. Foreigners mined alongside everyone else. As gold became more difficult to find, all that changed. Americans became unhappy with the foreigners mining for U.S. gold. Foreigners finding gold made them angry and jealous. Foreigners such as the Chinese, Europeans, Mexicans, South Americans, and even Native Americans were driven out of mining camps and forced to set up their own camps. Out of all these foreigners, the Chinese were probably treated the worst. From the time they landed, they patiently worked long hours for low pay, quickly earning the resentment of their white competitors. Most miners lived in tents and cooked their own food over an open fire. Heavy rain and snow during the winter months made very difficult living in mining conditions. Sickness and colds were common from sleeping on cold, damp ground. The food was not very nutritious, resulting in generally poor health. Scurvy was common from lack of fruits and vegetables. Sanitation was poor, and miners seldom bathed or washed their clothes. Most miners came by themselves, leaving their families at home. The success of finding gold drove up prices for everything. While the average worker might make $6 to $10 per day, food and supplies could cost much more than that. Many people spent 6 months' earnings or more getting to California. When they arrived, they could not afford basic supplies. When silver was discovered in Nevada in 1859, the miners headed to Nevada. This ended the California Gold Rush. After the gold rush, many mining towns became ghost towns, deserted by miners heading for Nevada. But this time, California had established a growing economy for farming and industry and was officially a state. The gold rush brought economic prosperity to California. Farms, ranches, stores, restaurants, and other businesses that grew to serve the miners continued to take advantage of California's rich agriculture, thriving industry, and commerce.